to Kilo Talk, and this is the Breaking News Wahala segment. I'm reporting live from our Kilo Talk studio in Lagos, Nigeria. Is marvelous Kelechi Achafu. And also reporting in our Toronto studios in Canada is Chimereze Henry. Chimereze, how are you doing?
I am fine all the way from Toronto. I had like a peaceful night, woke up this morning so energized and to a lot of text messages, people asking, what's your stand? What's your stand? I'm like, stand for what? Kilo day? I don't have a stand. I just want to know what happened.
Wahala. So today we're keeping you up to date with the case that we'll be following, straight to the point. The new update we have is that other community members have leaked out 30 secrets about GP crime fighter and his conservative and his dirty ways of saying that he's exposing kittens. So you guys just tune in, just stay tuned. We'll be telling you what community members are saying about him and evidence, new evidence about his dirty crime fighting. Like it's not even, don't worry, let me leave you guys so you guys will just watch this. And we also will be putting out Phil's picture today. We've given Phil enough time to respond. It's been 48 hours. Phil hasn't responded or called us back. So we're putting his picture out there and trying to just say on one side of the story. And also, finally, would respond, but shortly, not too much on it, on JP Crime Fighter's recent post about us, about him saying that I was almost dying marvelous, and saying that I invited him on the show and said we're looking for publicity. We also addressed that because he says we're looking for publicity for people, but he tends to forget that even in our second episode, we got about 1,000 views. When we spoke about the same keto that he's speaking about, various people shared it, and they were very, very happy. If you've not seen that episode, please go and watch that episode, and you know what we're talking about. So let's just go straight to the point and show you some screenshots, some video, some voice recordings that we have for you. So here is it. Just watch. So,
Alpha Jerry, I've been following your history on YouTube concerning the JP guy. That guy is the worst, though. Is the actual worst. I also had I had one experience with the idiot now. When some people tried to keto me, that I was able to escape from their hands. I thank God that I don't know if I ever told you I was almost ketoed inside OPIC. This is my estate here. That even though that my brother's house where he was close to the place that I ran to my brother's house at the gates, man opened the gate and locked the gates for me. You get that it was funny. And I went to go and meet this guy who I tried to. The first thing was that he told me was it was closed for today. And I'm like, closed for today. I said, okay. The next day I messaged him. I tried to explain what had happened and all that now. The way the guy was responding to my message was like, and I was so upset, like, Kidodi. I was like, why are you there? I was so upset that he insulted me. I'm like, if this is how things are going, then definitely people, I don't think you are here for the community, because if you're here for the community to help people, you won't talk like this and you won't behave like this. I'm trying to I came to you to help me because I wouldn't want things like this to happen to anybody again. And these people are really threatening me and all that. This guy just blatantly ignored me. I was not like, you know what? I'll make sure that the other community members don't know who the kind of person you are, and I'll make sure the community members know the kind of person you are, and we are not here for to help the community and all that. The next thing the guy will tell me is, hey, oh yeah, let's get started. We're fair cool. I was like, and I said, I'm like, why would you even talk to someone like this? Like, you claim you want helping and you had basically bluntly insulting people the way I was so, I was really, really pissed off that, even when that didn't happen, I later went to meet Kito's Diaries. I explained my situation to Kito's Diary. That's when Kito's Diary put it up that time. And I even told him that I even came to Oyas, so Oyas did not, I shall send the screenshot of the message to me for me and Oyas to Kito's Diary. I don't know what Kito's Diary, maybe I discussed with him, I don't know. Well, all is well.
So moving on now. So Henry, many community members are. First of all, should we read some of the comments? Do you have some of the comments? Should we read them at all? Many of them. Let's just talk about it. Like the chats that was shared by one of the people that approached JP Crime Fighter for justice, when JP Crime Fighter said that he has closed for the day. I don't understand. Does he want a bank or a business center where he closes for the day? And he also told the person, when they said that, when the person said that the Kito abused his father and mother, and JP Crime's Fighter response was that, did you abuse the Kito's father and mother back? And also the fact that JP Crime Fighter said that I used to beat this and that, and it just shows the kind of words. I'm sure that before we even run this, we continue on this topic, more people will be willing to come outside with their different stories. So I would just like to let it out there too. Speaking in that too, I want to let it out there. Some people will come and say, oh, people are coming on your side. Some people on JP can say, please, it's not about sides. I just want to let that out there. We are not saying that come on our side or come on. There's no side in this. What we are trying to say is that we want a fair hearing for everybody. We want a fair hearing for Zamani. I also want a fair hearing for Phil. I played the recording last episode when I reached out to Phil, told Phil that, Phil, are you willing to come? If I have not even spoken, I've not even gotten deep. I've not even spoken up to like a minute. And Phil just said, I'll call you back. And maybe they've probably told him about us. I doesn't want to have anything to do with us. If you don't have anything to do with us, I've said it. Whether you come on the show, we will still want this story. I will still ask for a fair hearing. It is nothing wrong to ask for a fair hearing. Even in a military court, in a court-martial court, military, as top as they are, military takes you on trial. If you don't want to court-martial, you don't put you on trial. You come and answer for anything that you're accused of. It's everywhere in the world. The people come on trial and they ask them that, defend yourself. And if you have something to say, like something different, then people will listen. But the fact that people will just turn somebody somewhere and turn themselves to an almighty, that he makes decision for the community, and it's yes and amen, and we have no right to question anything. No, that is very, very wrong. And like what we said again, we will never feel unapologetic. We will never be blackmailed. We will never be threatened. We will not step down from saying that anybody that wants to be labeled as a Kito, you are destroying their career, you are destroying their reputation. You are basically, even some people say they are not strong enough, they might commit suicide. So let's give them a fair and say, okay, you are accused of being a Kito. Come on board, come and defend yourself. How is this true? How is this not true? That's what we're asking for.
The question I think somebody asked me this morning when I was having a conversation concerning this matter, the person was asking, what's the real definition of Kito now? Because, like, for me, before I left Nigeria, Kito was when you get set up and then your items are stolen and you're not part of the LGBTQ community. That was the definition of Kito. Has the definition of Kito changed? If the definition of Kito has changed, then that is where maybe I'm missing it, because like if Kito is no longer where you're not part of the community and you then get robs and the persons are not genuine to their intent, then I think we should define what we mean by Kito. You're getting? And that's one point, because at the end of the whole day, most people who JP Crime Fighter or who are accused of being Kito, like the one I was speaking to yesterday, I'll not mention the name, but in due time I will mention names when I'm given the opportunity to, or the permission to rather, said he has no idea. Sorry, my camera is freezing. He says he has no idea that JP Crime Fighter even published his picture, used this picture, and laid all this accusation against him.
Hello guys, good afternoon. It's 4:43 p.m. Wednesday afternoon or evening rather. So I'm going to be talking about this guy, and I want you all to please be very careful with this guy. If you're planning to accommodate him in your house, I think there's a need for you to listen to what I'm about to play now. I actually wanted to use my mouth to say this. I wanted you guys to hear it directly from me, but then I felt there is a need to bring the victim on board, so you guys can listen to what he has to say directly from him. So after this now, I'm gonna be playing my conversation with him. I'm telling you guys, people are so dangerous. You see, this guy, few minutes ago, like 30 minutes ago, I tried to speak with him. I rang him. He hung up on me for real. I called him back. I said, this is JP Crime Fighter, Oyas JP. And he said, okay. And he hung up. I called him twice. He hung up on me, and I was not like, well, no problem.
All right, my brother. I have heard you. Thank you so immensely for your concern. Yes. Well, it is true. I am a social entertainer. But then there are some social news and dramatics I don't collect or accept characters on in portraying. You know, this story and what I call it blog is biased. Are you getting it? And that was the reason why I didn't give it my attention at all. In other words, I don't know anything about it. But if somebody really accuses you of something, I think the accuser needs to be known with his or her pictorial presentation, not maybe a makeup vocal presentation alone. If truly that he claims what I heard is fact and lucid, the picture needs to be there. Both the blog, also the picture needs to be there too. So these are the three characters that the pictures needs to be there so that they will know what they are really talking about. The accuser and the accusee and the newscaster involved. These three characters needs to be known. But hence I am concerned, it is still biased and I won't attend to that. How can such a fallacious statement and the evil stories be laid against someone without thorough investigation or dialogue or emphasis, and it will be broadcasted socially? In other words, having the interest of bringing down reputation. That I called that act nonchalant attitude and illiteracy because it is an act of illiteracy. But thank you anyway, because since it has been going on, I never, due to the Nigerian system and the orientation about them even being homophobic and all these, there are some stories I can't come out to address. So if I am to address this, the accuser should lawfully bring this case up since he feels detrimented and as well as destroyed or as well as humanized or something like that. Inhumanized. So I think he should come out legally so that I will legally reply. Because the whole stories I'm hearing, I am not aware, I'm ignorant of everything being said. So I need evidence and proof to show that all this they said is fact about me. If not, well, um, I am not the first to be discriminated or to say lots of evil about, but then I will ignore like I have done already. And beside the bad, evil, and unaccepted stories have moved viral already. So my opinion, does it really matter? It does in a way only if these three characters is involved for proper analysis. If not, I consider it a plan of ruining someone's career and I will not be a part to it. Anyway, thank you so much at least for volunteering yourself to this. But what I said is my opinion. Thank you.
idea. So for somebody to say, I don't even have an idea, or that you're calling me out, so that you are accusing me of a case, shows us that JP Crime Fighter does not even reach to these people and say, okay, a matter has been brought to me concerning you, and this is what was spoken, what transpired. No. So it means that JP Crime Fighter hears one side of the story, looks at what the person brings, and just makes a verdict, which is a wrong thing. And this is what we have been saying. In case you never understood where we have been coming from, we've been saying that you don't just hear one side of the story. We are not on anybody's side. We are not picking sides, or we are not saying who is right or who is wrong. We are only saying that for a matter to be concluded, there have to be a hearing from Mr. A and a hearing from Mr. B. When Mr. B is not even told the accusation against him, how is that an accusation? How is that even fair? If someone accused you of stealing and you did not steal, you were not even informed you stole, then what is the need of even having that conversation? It's just a defamation of a person's character and image. Like right now, all the accusation on JP Crime Fighter concerning me has nothing to do with the Zamani case. You asked me to come on the show. I told you I'm going to pray about it. I ended up not coming on the show. When did saying no to somebody become a crime?
And I also like
when
to
did saying no, I don't want to come for something you called me become a crime?
And I also want to address something that JP Crime Fighter said. That I said, oh, the reason why I did not. First of all, I want to make it out there. I never. Let me accept it because we are Q talk. So I would say I approached. If Chimere messages JP Crime Fighter, that means I also messaged him too. So we are Q talk. We messaged.
But yes, I texted JP Crime Fighter, but did you approach him personally?
That's what I said.
That the lies that's coming from JP Crime Fighter should be addressed. The first thing, in case you're watching and you want to know what my stance is, or you don't understand where I'm coming from, the first thing is that you don't just lay accusation on people without telling them. Secondly, the second point is JP Crime Fighter is lying on people's head without them even knowing. The third thing is that JP Crime Fighter has become a detector. When you accuse somebody, you give them the opportunity to speak. When he accused me of the things, JP Crime Fighter just removed the comment. If you go to his page, you will see he has removed the comment. You cannot even comment or say, this is what happened. No, he just puts his word and blocks you. So you don't have a place to even defend yourself, even if you're innocent. The law court says you are innocent until proven guilty. And that is the truth. So these are the three things we need to look around. The fourth thing is, how can one person become the bully of the community? You say you're trying to help the community. Now the same community you say you're trying to help is coming and say, okay, this is something we don't like, and you're blocking the whole community. That is a what is called pretense, falsehood. We will not allow falsehood in our community. We will not allow bullying in our community. And that is all we've been saying. Because from day one, when we reached out to JP and Phil, we say, come on this show. Come and tell us what happened. Let us bring about a settlement. Yes, Zamani took the stuff. Yes, Zamani stole. Nobody says he did not steal. We never from day one say he did not steal. Yes, he stole. It is a criminal offense. It is wrong for him to steal. But now that he has taken the stuff, he has admitted it. So there is no denial in him stealing. He never denied that. Say, oh no, I did not steal too. He accepted the accusation or the allegation that was placed upon his head. He said, yes, I took those things. So what we were saying is that, yes, he took those things. What next? That is the question here. People should not be asking, where is your standard? No, what we've been saying from day one is what next? He took this stuff, so what do you want to do now? Since he took this stuff, he wants to return it back to you. Come and settle so that he can send it back to you. It's not a situation where Zamani wants to send it back to you. You say, I did not receive the stuff when you received it. Or, he comes over to return the stuff and then you set him up, or you do use violence upon him. So that's why we said, come on the show. Let us bring a peaceful resolution to the matter. But instead of you coming on the show to bring a peaceful resolution to the matter, you went ahead to attack us. You went ahead to insult us. You went ahead to begin to become violent and prejudice against us. That is not the way forward. So in case you're still wondering, that is all we've been saying from day one. We want a peaceful resolution on this matter. You're getting me, marvelous. That's what we've been saying from the one. Peaceful resolution is stole. Yes, we know he's stole. What do you want to do? You want to bring jungle justice on him. You want to put him in Kri. How can the community that is meant to support and protect its member begin to send his own member into the hands of the same people who are criminalizing us, brutalizing us, and punishing us? That is not the way to go forward. So I have nothing to answer on this matter. To be very honest, I've said what I've said, and I've said the truth, and whoever doesn't like the truth can hug a transformer, period.
Okay, and finally, I would just like, because we want to make the, finally, I would like to say I will also have the recording from a guy who claimed that Oyas blackmailed him and posted his picture as a Kitu because he refused to sleep with Oyas in Benin. His name is, we'll put his name and put his picture so that you can know the guy. They said he was accused of being a